Yes, look where we are. We are here. Welcome to Hear It from the Bear with Spirit of the Bear. Today we have Jack Ellis, a.k.a. Super 8 Jack, a.k.a. Jack on the Block, a.k.a. Jack off the block. We have Jack Ellis from Columbus. How are you, Jack?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
I'm okay. Better now.
I'm swell.
We got rid of those technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's better.
Zoom,
better
first
now.
of all, Zoom sucks. Okay, we may be sponsored by Audio Motion or Audio whatever.
Audio movers.
But we're not sponsored by Zoom.
No.
Dan, that was probably your best intro yet.
Thank you. I thought about it the whole time that I was waiting for the thing to load again.
Nice. Okay, James,
Jack,
you were saying before we get into anything heavy, do something. You wanted to talk about something before we.
Oh, I just wanted to say, just give a little Jack introduction. Jack's an old friend. Previously of the band Pipe Dream out of
the
Cleveland.
Oldest of friends.
We lived in a dorm room together once in college.
It's true.
It was
Those
fun.
were really good times.
They were the most innocent, depressing times of our lives.
It was probably the gooniest 2 semesters of my whole life. Because life's in semesters, you know.
So Jack used to, in college, he used to always go to Costco and buy me the Costco off-brand of goldfish, which were Costco cheddar ducks. And I was at Costco the other day and I looked for cheddar ducks for like a long time and they didn't have them and I was extremely upset.
I completely forgot about our arrangement that we had doing that. That was great. Yeah.
Jack, are you still in school or you graduated?
Dude, I have 2 more semesters.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man.
So, yeah, and like apparently 2 more Pro Tools certification tests. So
those stunk. I
That's
hated
some
those.
stupid shit because I never had to do that. I got my degree, never had to do a single Pro Tools certification.
Oh, I had to do those, and I don't even like Pro Tools. Mine keeps crashing.
I literally had to take the second test 4 times.
Did you really?
Yeah, and the second 2, I took it twice at Capital, failed both times because it instantly tells you, right? And then I had to the third time I had to do it with a bunch of people that were taking the first test, so it was all like freshmen, and then it was me, and then Chad had to be like, Jack, you can put your credit card information in now because I had to like buy my next test.
I was gonna say you only can.
I had to start paying for it. I took it so many times, and I finally passed it like 2 weeks ago.
No, it's
terrible.
Yeah.
Does anybody even use Pro Tools after?
No,
like
nobody
college?
does.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I figured.
Studios use it sometimes.
It's good to know. It's just, but it's like, you're gonna end up using something else.
Definitely.
Who's got money for a freaking Pro Tools Ultimate bundle? It's like that's so much money.
It's the industry standard.
Yeah, it's some dog shit.
Yeah. I'm a Logic boy till I die.
Oh, me too.
Yep.
That's pretty logical of you.
It is very logical. That's exactly what it is.
I got Mike to laugh.
It's not hard to get Mike to laugh.
I know.
All right, we haven't talked about anything of substance yet.
No.
Oh,
this is the perfect way to start.
This is all good.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing right now?
Yeah, how
just
have you
like
been?
in the last couple of months.
Yeah, and the quarantine times.
I mean, I feel like I can't be doing anything that different from anybody else. Like trying to kill time viciously, just anything I can do to kill time. Wrote a couple songs, and I have my girlfriend living here at the parents' house, so I've been hanging out with her because we have this like barn house. So we've been chilling in here
incredible.
a lot.
Ethan and I once we played at the Beachland Ballroom.
Yeah.
And everyone drove back home after, but Ethan and I decided we would stay in your parents' barn, and it was amazing.
I forgot
it's
about
like nicer
that.
than your parents' barn is nicer than my parents' house.
Well, the funniest part about this barn is this is where I partied in high school because it was my buddy's house. So I used to come here all the time.
Oh yeah,
and like hang out.
Maybe not recent, but like you moved into that house
Yeah. Yeah. And it took a while to get over that. Because it was literally like I was coming and living in James's house, like after I'd been there like 4 times. I'm like, wait, this isn't my house.
Yeah, that's real weird.
Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, I've been hanging. I have like new song coming out, so that's cool, you know.
You do.
Yeah. Which
Moist.
James,
I think we're meant
James
to talk
played,
about that.
Sure.
Yeah.
James played lovely saxophone and drums on it.
I did.
and
I
mixed it
played
'cause he's
drums. Let me just lay this down right now. I played
did.
the drums on Jack's new song, which I have
did.
never done before. On a
Interesting.
recorded song. Yeah, Jamie, you better watch yourself.
Dude, it's tight. It sounds so good.
Thank
It's called
you.
Two
Incredible.
Birds, by the way.
It's called
People
Yeah.
should
Two Birds.
listen to it.
June 5th,
Right.
correct? I
Yes.
guess by the time this comes out, it will be out, so it
Right.
does not matter. The
No.
song is out.
Check it.
The song's
It
out.
Check out the new
It
song
sounds
that was
great.
just released.
Super 8 Jack, Two Birds. Yeah, so I played.
Yeah.
So Jack texted me, and he said, "Hey, I've got a new song. It's called Two Birds," and he sent it to me. And he said,
And you
"Can you add
lost your
sax to
mind.
this?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll add sax to it." And then I add sax to it, and then I was like, "I think this needs drums." So I played drums to it, just like messing around. And then I sent it to him, and he said, "Sounds great." And so we kept the drums, and
Yeah.
I mixed my parts, and he mixed his parts,
Right.
and that was the song.
That's the way to do it. You got to collab.
It was quick and nice.
I feel like it kind of always is. I'm not very stubborn. I'm not extremely picky. I feel like if the vibe is right, then it's good to go. You know, I don't
Yeah.
feel like I overthink tracking or music very much.
That's good. That's a good
my-
approach. That's
my
opposite
music is-
of what we do. Sometimes
I know my music is so different from your guys' music because I'm like just the cowboy chord king. Like that's all I do. That's
You
all I
got,
do.
you got
Yeah.
G, you got D,
You got C.
C, and that's all
Yeah.
you need, man.
Maybe a B minor every once in a
Throw
while.
it.
You know,
When you're getting wild.
feeling funky.
We speaking of collaboration, which is something we don't normally do, but we did, and you are featured. It's kind of obscured your feature, but you are featured
Right.
on our song "Summer Snow," which is
True.
coming out very soon. I don't know when this will come out, in accordance with when we're announcing the single, but it's going to
Yeah.
be out before the end of June. The song, so you're
And
on
it is
that.
a banger. It is
Thank
such
you.
a good song. I love that song so much. I think since you sent me the demo, I think showed Charlie by accident like 3 different times just because I'm so excited about it. Like, dude, did you hear this new Spirit? Like, I just love it so much. It's gonna be great.
Would you like to
Thanks.
explain your contribution to the song for
I-
the listener?
I feel like you sent it to me, and you said, I don't remember what part of the song that is, but you said like do whatever you need to do or something funny like that. You were like do what you do on this section. I need like a vocal thing, and then I just like tried a bunch of stuff. And I think I sent you like the third idea I tried out.
You
and
sent me
then
a few things.
Yeah. You and I hardly ever send back and forth more than like 2 versions of something. Like I'll send you something, you're like, great. And then you'll do something and send it to me, I'm like, that's awesome. And that's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think with Summer Snow, I sent it to you, and the song was mostly done. But I
Yeah.
was like, hey, the post-chorus feels kind of empty. Can you just, like,
Right.
add something? And then you sent it back, and I was like, perfect. Yeah, there it is. So when you're listening to the song, for anyone out there, there's a part in the post-chorus where it goes, ooh. It sounds kind of like that, but better.
Ghost.
And you can't. Yeah, it sounds like a little ghost,
Yeah.
and that's
ghosty
Jack. And then there's
boy.
also a bit in the bridge where
Ghost
it goes,
boy.
yeah, ooh, and that's Jack also.
Is that really?
Yeah,
Dude, I love that part.
Dan, where'd you go?
I remember the
man.
first time.
Oh, my video's being a little
where'd you
wonky.
go? I remember the first
I'm
time
here.
James showed me that when you added your vocals into it, Jack.
Uh-huh.
And I'd heard that part. And I was just like, yes.
it's so it's so perfect because the song is kind of on the edge of like modern indie thing, and like
Right.
there's definitely like a 70s disco tinge to it. Because all I was listening to at the time when I wrote that was The Hustle, not disco, but just The Hustle. And so I was like, I want to do like a disco type song. So like when I sent that to you, and you sent that, I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. It's like the most disco, like Earth, Wind, and Fire line.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And then we added strings, and it just like that whole section is so perfect.
Filled up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I feel like I sent it to you, and you just said in all caps, like, perfect.
Yeah, that was it. It was quick.
Nice. Yep. Nice.
Okay, so
Yeah, that
from
was
my
great.
knowledge, because I would know the least of it, as far as music beginnings, was Pipe Dream like your first band, or did you have like stuff that you would do before that?
My first band was horrible, and we only knew how to play one song. We played Day Tripper by the Beatles.
Oh, good song.
I would say that's a good song to only have one of.
Yeah, it took us forever to learn, and I think I did it it was the 6th grade talent show, and we butchered it in front of like an entire auditorium. And then I had a couple like cover bands I was in. The cover band before Pipe Dream, my friend Sam, the guitarist of Pipe Dream, originally was in the band, and then he was getting tired of it, and Spencer, who you guys know, obviously,
We do.
asked Sam and I to be in the band, and I was super nervous. I didn't want to do it. I don't know, because just performance always scared me, and my friend Sam talked me into it, essentially, to be in the band, and then within the first 2 months, I ended up being the singer, which I just wanted to play bass, because I hate being a front man. It's so hard for me, because I just can't do it. It's really rough. But Pipe Dream was like the first legit thing, for sure. That was the first thing where it was like serious, and it took up all my time. But since then, I feel like I've just been doing music all the time, just since then, you know? I'm sure it was Spirit of the Bear for you guys, right? Mm-hmm. Were there any projects before?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
for
Mike
me
was in a lot of
especially.
bands.
Yeah, Mike was doing all
I'm
kinds of stuff.
A little
Yeah.
older than them, so I had like, God knows how many bands in high school.
You were in
but none
tons
of
of
them were
bands.
like good until Spirit of the Bear. But that that had nothing to do with me. I just like joined it. So like,
Mike's like, I'm fucking amazing, and my bands were bad.
well, that's what I'm saying is my bands were bad. I joined this band, and so I just like try not to bring it down. Essentially,
Don't bring
Yeah.
us down, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, don't bring me down. That's our song.
The jokes are so bad so far.
But yeah, for me, Spirit of the Bear was the first big thing.
And that
I
was
did.
just you and Danny at first, right?
It was just me and Danny and our friend
Right.
John Craig, who's a great graphic designer.
Nice.
What
was John-
He quit very soon. He played drums. He helped
Oh.
us write like one song, and then he quit. And then, but we're still good friends. And then we asked Jamie.
I talked to him on Twitter this morning, actually.
Yeah, love John
He's the
Craig.
greatest dude.
He's
So
Great.
nice. Jamie joined soon after, before we had our first gig, but he didn't play on our first gig. It was just me and Dan at a coffee shop, and Jamie was there, and he
I
sold
sold
our
merch.
stickers. Yeah,
Nice.
and then
It was the rite of passage, I guess.
it was
Yeah.
great. We put him to work first.
Yeah.
Gavin was our merch man before he became our guitarist.
Yeah, dude, that's how you gotta.
Yeah.
That's how you
That's how you get
indoctrinate,
in.
man.
It's
Damn,
it's
dude, I got lucky.
initiation.
I was just like in it.
Yeah, Mike was just like,
We didn't even
Much
have
like
to sell
I'm a-
merch.
He's like, I'm a pro. I've been in a million bands, so if you just give me the job, I'm ready. So put me in.
It's funny. It's funny
Jack.
because that first show you guys did where I sold merch was technically my first date with Maria. And
Oh, dang, man.
so romantic.
crazy. You guys are-
Selling Spirit of the Bear merch.
It's like, sorry, I'm
that's
a slave
crazy
to the
because that was a
band.
long time ago, and you guys are still dating to this
Yeah.
day.
Damn, dude.
So that must have been a pretty good first date. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I just kept, like, the whole time you guys were playing, I was just like, see them up there, what they're doing right now? I'd make it 1,000 times better. Like, no, I didn't do that. I was scared.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so post Pipe Dream,
Yeah.
you guys moved to LA. Do you want to
Yeah.
talk about that?
I
Or do you want
mean,
to skip that?
we can do LA. we essentially were approached by a manager because he had seen one of our cover videos. We did like a Foster the People cover on YouTube, and he loved it and really wanted to talk to us. And we were really excited that someone from LA was contacting us because we were like 18, right? And he was just like, that's amazing. So anybody, he could have been like literally anyone, and we just trusted him completely. But he's a good dude. I think we were like his first band, I think, like managing, but we didn't know that. He was like really confident about the whole thing. And it's sort of just like, it just sort of fell apart. Like the writing got really tense, and obviously we kicked like the guitarist out of the band, but he was still living with us. Like Gavin was, it was all kinds of like explosion, just full band explosion. Did not work out. But it was really good. I think it was probably one of the most important things that's ever happened to me, to have like a project that you thought was completely perfect to like fall, and then you don't have anything anymore. And then you spend a couple months just like finding yourself again. But yeah, LA was important. I think I went at it as an 18-year-old, and I think I would do far better coming at it as a 23-year-old now, you know?
Man, you were 18 when you guys went there? Oh
Yeah,
God.
dude.
That's crazy to think about now.
That is
Yeah.
big.
At the time, we were like 16, and we were like, "Oh my God, they're going to LA." And
Yeah,
now I'm
we
like,
were-
"Yeah, Ohio's pretty nice."
But
I'll stick
Ohio's
around.
great. Ohio's fantastic. Yeah. But yeah, you know.
That's dope. And then you came to Capital University. And we
Yeah,
met.
and that was actually we should talk about that, because I showed up completely like bummed, not thinking that I'd be going to college. I was pretty much set on never going to college, and then everything fell apart. And I'd already gotten into Capital before I even went to LA. And then I came, and I didn't know anyone. And my roommate was an interesting,
that guy.
interesting guy, interesting man. James understands, but yeah, my first class, I sat down. It was Doc Locks Acoustics, and I just like sat down. I didn't know anyone. And I was just bumming the whole class, and I stood up, and then I saw James, and I was like, "What? How is this? How
it
is
was
this
literally
possible?"
the first day of school.
Yeah, and James was like, "Come meet all my friends," and then I met like Mario and Riley, and I don't remember who else was in your dorm room. But then
some
college,
people that I don't talk to anymore.
Yeah, college was great after that. It was just like one day just completely changed in mood.
Yeah, very.
That's
fun.
pretty crazy.
Yeah,
And
it
now-
was really crazy.
And now here we are.
Yup,
Here we are, baby.
it's true.
All at our
podcasting.
homes.
All in our own homes, but
Yeah.
in each other's hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, always.
That's the quote for the day.
Jack, you sold us our SPD pad too.
That's
you
true.
That was really nice of you.
Yeah, dude. Have you been using it very much?
Oh my God! I remember like the
Lots?
first night we used it. I used it, and after the show, we were like, "That's a game changer."
Yeah.
That thing's amazing.
Not for
Ever-
the last 3 months, but before that.
Yeah,
It
right.
was actually kind of funny because I like posted a picture of my kit on Twitter at some point, and it was in the picture, and Spencer actually commented, and he was like, "That SPD is beautiful," and I was like, "Ha!
That's yours.
It's ours now."
We used it.
Little does he know.
we never even used it live. That's the craziest part. We bought it because we wanted to do when we kicked our guitarist out, we were like panicking because then we were just two people. Couldn't find anyone to play for us. We didn't really know anybody in LA, so we just decided that we were going to be like 21 Pilots, and Spence would play drums, and I would play guitar and sing, and bass and sing, and we'd have backtracks, which is why we got the SPD, because you can do the whole. We were
Backing
going to try to
tracks on it.
configure it for backtracking, and then yeah, we used it a couple times, and then by that point it was just over. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm going home. I went home before we even used it, I think. But
So what's the? This is kind of off topic, but it sort of comes off of that. So
Sure.
after that, now you're doing Super 8 Jack stuff.
right.
What's kind of like either your plan or like is there any like kind of place that you see it going, or are you just kind of like taking it by day by day?
I think, like, as soon as it started, it was really like a therapeutic thing. I think I wanted to get into songwriting. I had a lot on my mind, just coming into school and doing all that stuff, and relationship issues obviously help with songwriting. So the first song was that, and then since then it's kind of just been like my eyes are the camera. Like the Super 8 Jack thing is sort of like the songs are just where I am at that time. It's like a home video was the point. Is I write so sporadically, and like I have songs that are really happy, some that are really like bumming, and this new song's all like about quarantine, sort of just that feeling and needing to go do stuff outside and just feel in touch with the world instead of being in your one room that you've been sitting in for a month. So I think it's rooted in therapy, and I'm happy with it wherever it goes. If it does nothing, that's totally fine, because I'm happy with all the projects I've done so far and all the people I'm working with. But if it did really well, I think I would obviously like rev up and work a little harder on it. I feel like I don't treat it nearly as commercial as I feel like you guys treat Spirit of the Bear. I'm not quite there yet. And I also wanted to get like my first couple songs out of the way and do the SoundCloud thing, because I figured I'm going to keep writing, and I didn't want to put stuff right on Spotify. So now that I'm on Spotify and stuff, and there will be 3 songs out, I have ideas for merch and stuff. I'm just kind of collecting my thoughts, getting ready for like so it's pretty open-ended, I'd say. Like nothing crazy.
I mean, I think that's we did like several projects that were just kind of like, well, whatever, before we were like, okay, we're a professional band now. I'd say like the last year and a half we've been like, okay, let's be a professional band.
Oh, totally.
Because even when we did Fade Into Blue, we were just like having fun. We were still all like 19 through 21 or whatever, and we were just like having fun. And now we're like, okay, let's try to ramp it up. But that's the best way. That's like the most fun thing ever, is just writing for the sake of making music. And the songs that you've been putting out are beautiful, first of all, and it's like a perfect, like you said, it's just a perfect reflection of whatever you're going through. And I think that that's the best way to do it. I mean, if you're starting a new project, you see so many bands that like don't have any songs out, but they're just like trying to push the social media thing or whatever. And that's like cool, and that works for a lot of people. But for me and for you, it's like I prefer to just like write a song that I'm happy with first, and then even if no one cares about it at all, it's just like you had a great time doing it. Well, I also think that like you guys get along with me so well because all of our projects are rooted in fun. As serious as it can get, and as many people as you guys play for now, you guys are still like goons, and that's why I love you. Guys. You're hilarious. Like, we're all we're all very pleasant people. We're not like cutthroaty, which I know sounds stupid, but there's so many people that will do anything to get recognition. And I've never at any point felt like you guys were like gunning for the top. You're just doing what you love, and I think your music like shows that, and that's why people like you. It's because you're yourselves, For sure. I mean, I don't think we'd be having fun if we weren't just being as goofy as we are. Like,
right.
What were you saying, Jamie?
No, I was just gonna say like it makes me think back to when we first met you, Jack, and we were still pretty new at the time. But like I think we all could tell right away that you were like one of the first real like cool people that we considered a genuine friend that we weren't like competing with when it came to music.
For sure. You were the first band. You guys were the first band that we invited to like hang out before a show.
Yeah, and like we had like the best time eating pizza on wings and stuff.
We just like were so excited to play with another band that was like, 1, good at music, 2, friendly. We were like, oh my god, these are our best friends.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I remember going out for pizza vividly. Great. Yeah, I just remember all those.
Me too. That was like really fun.
Mike wasn't there.
You weren't in the band yet? That was
Dan,
Mike.
Dan
I was getting my wisdom
was.
teeth.
Oh, it was a long time ago.
Dan was
I was
his teeth.
I was gonna say, I remember the first time I met Danny, and we were all like Danny's a quiet guy. Like James said, James was like, he just got his wisdom teeth out. And I think you were sitting at one of the tables in the basement of the church with sunglasses on. And you were just like, what up, guys? You were just like so out of
eating
it, so
soup
high.
too.
One of my favorite things is there's a picture from that same night, that show, where you guys were playing on stage and we were all standing on like the little side area just like singing along and watching you guys, and there was like a picture and you see Dan, he's like so out of it, he's just
he was zoned.
He was in so much pain.
That actually blows my mind that when we started playing with Pipe Dream was before Mike was even in the band. Like I can't
I
even.
think that was at least a year and a half before.
This
I
is
can't
like the
even put that
Mesozoic period of Spirit
That
of the
was
Bear.
like,
It was, yeah.
I would say,
It was pre-Ethan too. The first time we played with them.
well, the first time I remember, I think
God.
Pipe Dream was like the first band that when I joined Spirit of the Bear, I had contact with another band. I was like, oh shit, who are these Pipe Dream people?
These
I
are
had
the
bubbles,
boys.
and I offered you guys bubbles, and you took it. So
Yeah, you guys can't even fathom me and Ethan not being in this project, can you?
Not really, honestly.
Well, not anymore.
I
no.
forgot. I honestly just like that didn't even barely happen.
The
Yeah,
dark
actually-
ages.
Yeah, when you were when you were just saying, you're like, oh, like you were joking that you were there. I was totally going along with that. Like, oh yeah, Mike was totally there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Mike
at this
was
point,
not
we've
there.
just had so many other experiences. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It all
between
blends
like
together.
when they would all come when we lived together, Jack, and like when we
Right.
would just like stay at your parents' old house, which were ridiculous times.
Oh my god.
that was when we played with Clubhouse, who we just talked
who
to.
we interviewed earlier.
Yeah. How are those guys?
They were good. We talked to two of them.
Oh, who'd you talk to?
New boy.
There's
in
a
there.
new member,
Yeah.
Very nice
Oh really?
guy.
His name's
Nice.
Forrest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super cool name.
which is such
Nice.
a cool name.
Are they completely dispersed across the United States? Like is
Yeah, they
Max
said
in
like
LA?
Max
They
is in Venice or something.
Yeah, he's in
LA.
LA.
Yeah,
Venice,
or,
California.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Venice,
LA.
Venice, Italy.
Venice,
He's
California.
riding a little.
He-
He's riding a
he
little
said-
boat. He's riding a little boat through the creeks. Little
Yeah.
pa-
Like,
little
whoa, he's in
Italian man.
Italy, dude. Little moped.
It's like an old Italian man paddling him on a boat at all times.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's in California.
Uh huh.
But yeah,
Are the other boys in Ohio?
Yeah.
I think so.
yeah, I think everyone else is there.
I have not like talked to them in quite a while. I couldn't even tell you how long.
They're
Long
so
time.
nice.
They are also extremely nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, the best.
So getting back on track at least a little bit, do you want to talk about writing, since you technically only have 3 singles out, do you just want to talk about kind of what those are about, or your process in making those, or because you are a solo artist but you have musicians play with you
Sure.
on all that stuff, so you just want to talk about how those came together?
Yeah, sure. I think a song usually starts for me when I see something, or I have like a conversation with someone and somebody just says a line and that just something happens and I have to write it down. Like I wrote a song while I was here. I haven't done anything with it. I've just been playing it a lot and trying to figure out where it needs to go. But it's called Apparitions of Relationship Past, and just like the idea that like the people that you meet are never gone. Like you take a little piece of them with you when you meet them. Like maybe a funny mannerism or like just anything like that. Mm. And that'll start like an idea for me. And then I'll usually just play guitar until I come up with some kind of progression that's moving. Meanwhile, I have no idea what I'm playing because I'm horrible at theory. So I kind of have to map it out as I go. And it's really hard for me to have like theory people in the room. Like, oh, what chord was that? Like, it takes a long time for me to be like, the A. Like, I can't, you know? But I always try to keep it simple. I feel like this whole time I've been writing songs, I've been trying to essentially hone in to the single that I'm now releasing, which is only 2 chords. And I think my favorite songs are the ones that don't say very much but mean a lot. Like, few lyrics with huge meaning. That's always been my favorite. Like, I'm a Tom Petty guy, and I like I like Mac DeMarco for a lot of things, and that's usually how the song starts, and then people like James will hear the song, and like in Swoon, there's a slide guitar, which I thought initially was going to be a ridiculous idea, but because James is so talented, I was like, okay, like let's see what happens, and then it was the greatest thing ever. I think I need.
Guitar.
Yeah.
Sounds like SpongeBob a little bit, but it's great. I love that song.
It's
Ethan
the best
played on that
SpongeBob.
song too.
I did.
Ethan did
I
play on that
played
song?
the keys.
Yeah. It was incredible.
It was a whole
good.
family affair, that one.
I am lucky enough to have so many talented musicians. Like just like you sending me the song Summer Snow for me to just sing on. I like doing that with my super nice talented friends. Like sending somebody like some kind of vibe. Say, this is what I came up with. Do what you think you need to do. Like I like leaving it open ended, and I think that makes like a way better product for me at least. I really like a lot of eyes on it. Not necessarily like the foundation. I like writing the foundation of the idea and the lyrics and everything, but instrumentation wise or like structure or like you saying the song needed drums, I was perfectly content leaving the song without drums. It was going to be like bare bones, really bare. And then you said you thought drums would be good, and Charlie actually said he thought drums would be good too. So then we did that, and I can't imagine it without drums now. You know?
Yeah, I just wanted to play drums because now that we're in the new studio, we just have the studio drums set up all the time. I was like, I'll play some drums.
I'm gonna be tracking some songs in that studio for sure.
That sounds
please,
delightful.
Yeah. So how have you tracked any people in the studio yet?
We have, we're tracking a solo project from Derek, who is the singer of the Raquels. He's doing a solo album in our studio.
Oh, sweet.
I've been recording this folk singer named Michael DeVanzo, and his artist name is A Lightweight. He hasn't put anything out yet, but we're working on a record in there now.
Nice.
We've got this guy Jordan Alexander, who is out of Columbus. He's in a couple different bands. His main band is called The Turbos, but he's doing solo stuff out of our studio right now. We have someone coming in to do drums this weekend. We have tons of stuff that's already going on, so
That's awesome.
It's starting out very well.
It looks really vibey. How much
Thank
thought
you.
went into like interior design?
A good amount. I mean, when we
Yeah.
first got in, so it's basically a 1,000 square foot room, and when we got in there, it was like concrete floors, blank white walls, and 1,000 square feet of room. And now it's like a full studio. So I mean, there was a lot that went into it. Savannah also helped, just like pick a lot of the decoration stuff out, which was great. And now it's like a dream for me. It's every time I go in there, I'm like, I cannot even believe that I run a recording studio.
I can't
cool.
believe it either. I literally can't believe it. It's amazing. Like, I am so excited that my buddies own a cool studio. Because going into a studio, like, we're comfortable with the Capitol studios. I've been in a couple other studios, right? But it's always interesting, like, going in with an engineer you don't know, or, like, you know what I mean, using a space. It is so awesome that you have a space now, because I will use the shit out of it. I will
For
use
sure.
it so much.
It's
won't
exciting.
They won't even hire me.
Well, you move to Columbus, I'll hire the shit out of you.
They won't hire me.
Jamie, did you apply? Did you give them your resume?
Yeah, they
Give me your
said-
resume, we'll talk about it.
They're like, that band kind of sucks that you wrote on the resume.
But I mean, also, it's just great, like, whenever we want to record an album or a song or whatever, we can literally take as much time as we want. In, like, a real studio now. It's like, we can just sit there
Yeah, without
all
the
night,
cost of
hang
just
out,
sitting there.
and just, like, make songs. We've already been working on, Ethan and Mike are doing an EP with a new group of folks that is turning out amazing.
Did I help you? Did I help
Side
you with
project
that in Studio
boys.
A?
Yeah, you were
Was
there
that
the
that
one
group?
night for the tape sessions.
Yeah, you did. You helped us
Yeah.
record a tape that one
helping
night.
James with headphones.
Fresh Cut Flowers, which
Yeah.
Mike and Ethan are playing in, and then some other friends of ours.
Right. It's the guy from what band
Visit.
was? Yeah.
Visit
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
the
Yep.
old band.
Yeah, Adam
And I
was
actually-
playing drums.
Right. The whole time I was hanging out with you guys during that, I did not realize that was him because I think when I saw him play, he had like the coolest sunglasses on ever, and I was just so mesmerized with the band. So I guess I didn't actually know what he looked like, and then just like hanging out, like that's the guy from Visit. I was like, oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, that'll
he's
be
just a cool dude.
That'll be an
guy,
early
dude.
Moonlight Audio production. I'm probably just gonna bill Spirit of the Bear's new album as a Moonlight Audio
Might as
album.
well.
I might as well
Nice.
get us off the ground a little bit.
Yeah. Why not?
But yeah,
Very nice.
Very nice. Now what?
Jack,
I don't know.
I have
we had
one thing
some-
I want to bring
Now
up.
what?
I just wanted to bring up an old goon moment. So I don't know if it was the first or second time we played at that church together, but do you recall when we all got in a line and we sang
Carry Me
What's
Back Home. by
yeah,
Pipe
carry
Dream.
me back home all together. It was like
Yeah.
the biggest.
That was
Kumbaya.
the damn Wisdom Teeth night as well. I still
That
have a
was?
video from that I revisit every now and again.
It's a great video.
And Dan is standing there, and we're all singing, and Dan's just like, wow, man, this is pretty cool, man.
Hey, man.
What's happening?
That was so fun.
That
Oh
was
my God.
super fun. Those were some of the most fun shows. Like I that was
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun.
Just
I
playing
loved
in the
that.
church basement for Kelly Dunham's dad.
Yeah, I remember when we got the invite to come and play. Yeah, it was Kelly Dunham's dad, and he saw us at the Kent Battle of the Bands. We played like a Battle of the Bands at Kent State, and he just approached us and was like, "Do you want to play in my church?" And we were like, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, I'm getting bands together to play in this church basement in Youngstown. Like, if you want to come, just let me know. Here's my phone number." And we were
Which
like,
is a ridiculous proposal for anyone who's not from Youngstown.
But luckily,
Yes.
we were in a like take every gig time. We just wanted to play a ton, so we were like, okay. Then we met you guys. It was the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
It was the best.
That was so fun.
Was that
Yeah.
first Cove?
No, it
No.
was at,
No.
I don't even
oh,
remember
gosh.
what church.
I don't remember
I
what it's
could
called.
I could get you there, but I don't know if I know the name.
That's.
I don't.
I mean,
need the
that was
details,
like
it's
that
okay.
was speaking of like the the prehistoric Spirit of the Bear era. That was it. That was all we did was play like because we couldn't.
Church
we were all like
basements.
16, 17. We
We
couldn't
weren't allowed
play
in bars.
Bars. We just threw shows in church basements because our parents could hook us up or whatever, and we would just play for all of our friends. But even those like church basement shows, like had tons of people at them. We'd be playing for 100 kids in like a packed church basement.
Totally. Yeah,
was
I
awesome.
feel. Was it the first time we played with you guys a big show, or was it?
It was
small?
church basement, man. But I mean, there's a ton of kids there.
Yeah, I remember one of the times being especially packed. Like people really started to come. That was really cool.
The
Yeah,
one
they-
where we were on the back of the trailer.
Oh
I was
That
gonna
my
was a
say
God.
that
particularly
too.
good one.
Yeah.
That was like the last day of school show. Like
yeah, the
day that
summer banger, dude.
the day that our high school got let out, we threw a
the
summer
kids are getting
banger.
lit then.
We literally threw.
Yeah,
We
let's
literally
do this.
brought up a trailer in a parking lot, and we just like ran power to a nearby building and like set up a whole stage on a trailer, and it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and you even had like a quote unquote green room. Like
Yep.
there was like a little place where everybody could hang out.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
I mean, very fun times. That was the one and only time we ever covered. We covered. I don't know why I still remember this.
dude.
We did Car Radio by 21 Pilots.
Oh, you
and we
did?
drew paint on the audience, and I don't know why, but I'll never forget that. And my distortion pedal still has paint on it from that show.
Yeah,
Oh,
one of my
that's
cymbals
awesome.
had paint on it still.
That's just such an embarrassing cover to have done. Looking back,
But at the time, it was the cover.
It
They were
really
like-
was.
Everyone was like, "What?" Everyone was like freaked out when you started playing it. It was amazing.
All the high
was
school
great.
kids.
Yo, is that 21 Pilots?
it was the prime
This shit
demographic.
is so relevant and modern right now.
At one point, me, Ethan, and Mike even did like we were a part of
Full
a 21
21
Pilots
Pilots.
tribute show
Oh.
one time in high school.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was big too. There's a lot of people at that.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Wow.
we've changed so much.
Yeah, a lot of time's gone by.
Now, like 21 Pilots puts out a new song, and I'm like, oh these guys.
They were like the kings of the world at one
But I
point.
secretly still like them. Like I really liked
yeah.
their last album.
Dude,
I was like,
Jumpsuit was
Yeah.
lit.
Jumpsuit
Their last
was-
album, I was like, this is really
mind-blowing.
good.
Yeah.
But
I think Jumpsuit, the song, because I think, wasn't that the name of the album too?
no,
It was
the
Trench.
album's
Trench,
called
yeah.
Trench.
Oh, I did like Jumpsuit though.
That song is
Called
absolutely
Scary Bird
brilliant.
with Yellow Background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scary Bird with yellow background.
yeah, the aesthetic for the album was kind of hilarious to me.
It's
I
real whack.
I was really confused. I'm like, oh, they're industrial now.
Yeah, it's really
Nice. It's gonna get freaky. Let's go.
The new Spirit of the Bear aesthetic for this upcoming album cycle is very vibey, very
Super.
a little stonery, to be honest. A little psychedelic.
There
It's
is
a
nothing.
mouse with a
there's
red
nothing wrong.
background.
Yeah, man. Our album is called Moat. It's like a trench, but it's moat.
But not
But it's
as
with water.
But it's filled with water. Oh,
I just
boy.
want. So you still have all those photo shoots for each season? Like, do you still have all that? Just can't.
Yes, we're finally.
Yeah.
and I
Oh my
can't
gosh.
describe how excited I am about
Dude.
this.
Yeah.
We're
We're
finally
Is he putting
about
him-
to release the summer photos, which are
Yeah.
the best photos that have ever been taken of me. Or
They're unbelievable.
what?
Those are unbelievable pictures. Like
I'm
all
so
of those
pumped.
pictures are crazy.
Because, like I said earlier, the Summer Snow single is going to be coming out. I'm just going to say the date. It's going to be coming out June 26th. I imagine that by the time this one comes out,
let's
we-
announce it.
we'll talk about it. June 26th, I think, is when the single is going to come out, pending our press release success. But I think that we'll be good on that. And that we'll finally get to put those photos out. And I'm unbelievably psyched about it because those photos are amazing. We went to this photographer in Columbus, Nick Fancher, who has done photos for like everybody. He did like photos for, if you like are in his studio and he has like a book of like photos he's done, and you flip it open and there's like Kevin Hart, there's like Code Orange, there's
Code
like
Orange.
there's like Korn, the band Korn. He did.
He did
I
photos
read
for
an
them.
article. I read an article about him shooting corn. It was
Bear
really
tooth.
interesting.
He's like the most amazing photographer in Columbus, and so those photos are really dope.
I have a question as a fan of Spirit of the Bear.
Nope.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Questions are turned.
No, it's cool. Don't worry. Will there be vinyls?
Oh, there will be vinyls.
Yeah.
It's finally happening, Jack.
Can I pre-order one right now?
I don't care how much. I
Mentally,
don't care
yes.
how much money it's
Mentally.
gonna be.
It's gonna be. I think people
I
are
would
gonna
pay
like
$100.
vinyls. I
That's
mean,
all I want. Is
I would pay
vinyl.
$100.
so, yeah. The point we're at right now is just like we were gonna put the album out in July. That was the initial pre-COVID plan, and now it's kind of like, okay, we just want to put this thing out before 2020 is over, and hopefully we'll be able to play shows in the winter or something. So
Yeah.
vinyls will be a great Christmas gift for your loved ones, potentially.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
we'll have vinyls, and they're coming.
Nice.
They're coming.
Exciting stuff.
And we
You
had
get
all
one
the-
for free since you.
Yeah, you did
sang
sing
on
on
it.
it. We'll just
Yeah.
give you one.
Oh.
We didn't pay you, did we?
No.
Heck
Okay,
no.
Oh, yeah.
But you can pay me.
You
in
think I
friend.
could pay Jack?
You think
I-
musicians get money?
You
I
think
feel like-
musicians pay each other?
We'll give you exposure. Bad stuff
we
for a
should
second.
we should wrap up the actual episode.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, true
because
that.
we're about an hour. So
Jack,
Yeah.
yeah, someone else take it away.
Mr. Jack,
Yes.
Oh, Jamie. Yeah.
what music have you been listening to lately
Oh man.
during all this?
A lot of Strokes actually
Oh
because
yeah,
of James and I are kind of on the same wavelength music-wise almost always. I feel.
big time. Well, we always are just texting each other like, "Have you heard this album yet,
Yeah.
dude?"
The new Moses Something album, ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
The new Nick Hakim album, trippy, so good. The new Strokes album, amazing. I've been listening to the new 1975 album, which I'm happy with because
I've heard
it's
a lot
all,
of people that like it, and I've heard a lot of people be like, "This sucks. This is their worst album."
I feel like it's very creative of them to do. You almost can't put a genre on the album because there's like 4 songs that are like kind of house, like EDM, and then there's also like a full-blown country song called Roadkill, and then like 3 classic 1975 like pop 80s bangers. I
go
like
ahead.
it. No, I like it, but I think that's Phoebe Bridgers also been listening to. I like Phoebe Bridgers. Yeah, I think that's about it. Tame Impala's Past. I feel like I was very into that album, but I over-listened. And now that one's gone away for a little bit. Archived.
You saying that you're on the same wavelength with James music-wise reminds me of when I came to Columbus to record drums for Hollow with you guys. And James had class that day, so I just hung out with you and Mario for a while, and that was right when, oh my gosh, what was it? AWOL Nation, Here Come the Runs came out. And you guys were like, you gotta hear this song, and you guys showed me Passion.
Yeah.
And then later when James linked up with us, he's like, Jamie, have you heard Passion? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just because we lived together for a year, and we just like, we're just like always bouncing that off each other.
That sounds
And
sweet.
that year was like the year of so many albums that I love so much now. So
MG
like,
2018.
Yeah.
it was like 2017, 2017 and 18, like half
That
of
makes
2017,
me-
half of 2018. But the
it makes me think of MGMT.
yeah, the new MGMT. But
Little Dark
there's a new AWOL
Yeah.
Nation album, which AWOL Nation is like secretly one of my favorite bands. Complete guilty pleasure. At one point,
I don't know if that's
me and
secret,
Danny went on to Niagara Falls in high school for spring break, and we brought one CD, and it was the second AWOL Nation album, and that's all we listened to the whole week.
And then when we were, then you and I listened to Flower Boy.
Oh yeah,
20
me and Jamie
times.
did Flower Boy
when we were
the one-
recording Fade into Blue.
Yeah, we did listen to Flower Boy so many times.
Wait, is this new 1975 album actually an hour and 20 minutes?
Oh yeah, dude,
It's long.
What?
It's
Our
really
How
new
many songs are
album
on
is
it?
like 30 minutes. Dude.
22.
many.
There's 22 songs on it. Whoa.
It's
And they're all
essentially-
like,
Full song.
there's like one, the shortest one is a minute 30, and that's like an outlier.
Yeah, so keep in mind though, it's like from listening through it top to bottom, it's kind of like obviously the first song's that big speech, the big speech about
the Greta
global
Thunberg
warming.
thing.
Yeah, which is long. And then I think it goes into the grunge, that People song, the one that's really aggressive. And then it's like literally straight into like a cinematic score. Straight into it right after that song. Like it changes genre every song, and in between a lot of it is like interludes, lots of
Oh, wow.
orchestral arrangements. It's really strange. But cool.
So they're like actually super long interludes.
yeah. They're
Yeah, I
legit.
listened to like
Yeah.
5 songs off of it, and like you said, the third track is like a 4-minute just orchestral, instrumental orchestral score.
Yeah. Full blown.
Kind of ridiculous.
Man.
It is a little. They are kind of ridiculous though. You know.
Sweet. This has been the most fun thing.
Yeah, this is good.
It's just getting so dark and everybody's...
It's getting very
I know,
dark. We should probably
I'm
wrap
really-
up.
I'm really dark. I'm so sorry. I was gonna go turn a light on and I keep forgetting. But if we're gonna wrap up, it's cool.
Yeah. Dan, what'd you say?
Oh, I was just gonna. I have a movement activated light above me, and I've been
So you were
trying
just
to.
waving.
I've been trying to wave, but for the last like 15 minutes, it hasn't done anything. So I was like, I don't know how many times I want to do this.
You still look
I
bright.
thought you were just
Oh
trying
no,
to
it's
talk.
on now.
I thought you were just trying
okay.
to say hi to
So bright,
somebody.
man.
I am. I'm always trying to say hi.
So Jack, to end it, we'll play one of your songs.
Oh sure.
What song? I assume we'll want Two Birds because it'll be out by this point.
Sure, do it.
All right. You're listening to Two Birds by Jack Ellis. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much, Jack. We
Woo,
love
you did a
you
good job.
Forever.
Thanks for having me.
Proud of you.
Yes.
I miss you guys. I hate quarantine.
What's your last name? What's your last name, honey? Oh, come on, you know your last name.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of our new podcast, Hear It From the Bear. We'll be back next week, and in the meantime, you can find all of our music, videos, information, whatever you may need, on our website, spiritofthebearband.com.